and welcome to Dreamcrafter Creations. If you're new here, my name is Debbie. I am also known as Nana, and here I will talk to you all about my different types of crafting with fiber arts. And today is the first episode of Fiber Friends, where I will be doing a little sew along with a good friend of mine and an exceptional sewer. So if you want to be Fiber Friends, please consider subscribing and leave a comment below, because that will really help build the channel and my Fiber Friend community. So one little thing I wanted to mention today before we get on with the video. I am a proud Nana of 8 grandchildren. As of yesterday, little Zeke came into the world, and mother and son are all fine, and everything is great, and I am going to go there for the day and hang out with my daughter and Zeke. So I will be back soon to do another video, probably starting with a Christmas vlog, and I hope to see you soon. We are going to do an episode of Fiber Friends. This is my friend Jane.
Hi, friends.
And Jane and I belong to our local knitting store group at the Unruly Stitch, and that is where I met Jane. However, Jane and I go back a long time. When I first walked into the Unruly Stitch, my first knit night, Jane was sitting there, and I introduced myself, and I said to her, "I know you." And she said, "I don't know you." And it just really, I just couldn't figure it out. And months went by, a year went by. And at some point we were talking to each other on the phone, and we were discussing something about previous jobs, what we did. And she mentioned working at a doctor's office in, the local area. And I said, "Well, what is the doctor's name?" And she told me, and I said, "Oh my God, that's where I know you from." I said, "That was my doctor for years." And my first daughter, who is 38 years old, she actually, I remember exactly what time it was, because she was born and I took her to this doctor's office. And I was in this doctor's office probably 5 years before that. Mm-hmm. But anyways, Jane was the receptionist, and that is how I figured out who she was and why I thought I knew her. And so, funny thing, we both love to craft, fiber crafting, multiple different crafts we do, sewing.
Quilting.
Jane is a phenomenal sewer, and I wanted to bring her in today because we both found this beautiful pattern of some vintage Christmas elves that we want to do today and show you our progress on that. And Jane has the pattern.
So it is the Santa's Helpers by Melly and Me.
And we are going to use what type of fabric?
It is a packet of Fat 8s, and it's by Tilda, and it's Merry Little Christmas. Debbie will probably put a picture of all the fabrics laid out, but it's very vintage, kind of muted colors, which is just my style.
And it also has embroidered hair or painted hair. So we'll let you know which route we go on that. And we're going to work on that today, and we'll pop back on and show you our progress. But we also wanted to discuss a few other things. One of the things I have that you might see a little differently is I like to decorate, and I felt this was very festive for the fall. This is a quilt I've done. It was done, a few years back. The designer is a Quilty Life design, and the pattern name is Maple Sky. So if you're interested in that, I'll link it below and you can find it. I believe the Fat Quarter Shop sells the pattern still. I don't know the exact fabrics I used. I kind of did it a little scrappy, but so you can use whatever you want, obviously. And the next thing we wanted to talk about is what we're wearing. Jane, you go first.
This is the Squam Lake poncho. It is a design by, it's that, and it goes over your head and drapes over the shoulder. It's actually quite comfy and warm. Not too hot. It is a design by Alice Dunn Smith, and she is the designer behind Birch Tree Knits. I made it out of...
and we'll link all her information below.
Yeah.
Alice does a lot of designing. They're beautiful sweaters. And did you
she's
say
also part of our knitting
she's part
group.
of our knitting group.
Yep. That's how it's made out of Honey and Quill Fiberco's fingering weight nylon sock in the colorway Witch's Brew. And it's held with a skein of Surrey alpaca by Woolen Woman's Fiber. And that is in the colorway Autumn Whispers. And it's in this, it's beautiful kind of, there's garter stitches and stockinette stitches and a little bit of lace. Sometimes you hold the Surrey alpaca single and sometimes you hold them both together.
So did you say that was 2 yarns?
2 yarns, but only 1 skein each.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
I love the color.
Yeah.
Perfect for
It's
the fall.
nice. It's very comfortable.
And what I'm wearing, and I'm sure you've seen it, if you're new here, I've been working on this sweater since July when I went to Junction Fiber Mill. There is a video on that, and if you've been watching me, thank you, but I'm sure you've seen this before, but I'm done. What a feeling to be done. So this is the knit sweater. Well, I call it the knit sweater, but it's called the Vintage Flannel. And it is by Joanna Hanna, Strands of Joy, Volume 2. So I finally got this finished. It has that little pearl in the back. I'll put a video up here of me modeling it a little bit more. Not that I really want to be modeling it, but this very small down here, and you'll get a better look at it. Okay, and so this sweater is made by Junction Fiber Mill Yarns, Making Tracks Light, 100% American wool. And the color work is a Borealis, and the white is just I think
natural.
A natural. I'm not sure what they call
Undyed.
it. Undyed.
Right.
And it's actually, I don't have to wear any other garment under it, and it's not itchy. It feels really good. The only thing I can say about this is I'm a very tight knitter, so I did go up a needle size. I think they called for a 6, and I did it on a 7. And the pattern calls for it to be a little cropped. But as I said in previous videos, I'm really not a crop girl at this stage of my life. So I did it. You'll see it in the video. It's a nice length.
It hits just below the waist, right at the top of the hip. So it's a good length.
So I'm really happy how it came out, because before it was blocked, I was kind of on the fence, but I think blocking is magic. So anyways, that's what we have on today. That's what we've been working on. And we're going to go and we're going to work on these dolls, and we'll keep you up with our progress. So until then, goodbye. So far we have, let's take our little hats off. We've got the body.
Oh, I had 2 pins.
The ears, the legs. Jane is doing the boy, and I am doing the girl. And this is how far we are so far. So we do have to work on the clothes right now. They actually say the hair, but I think we're going to get all the clothes done. And, and the arms.
Yeah, we have to put arms on.
We have to put arms on. But
this is as far as we've gotten, and it's been a long day.
Yeah, they've been a lot of work. They took a lot longer than we expected. And it has been a long day working on them.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. So here they are so far, and we will be back with some more progress. We're back.
And they're done.
And they're done. Santa's helpers. I did the little girl. Jane did the little boy. And now we have to name them. What are you going to name yours, Jane?
I keep calling mine Hermie. He wants to be a dentist. From Rudolph.
From Rudolph. And this looks like Dolly from Rudolph from the Land of Misfit Toys. That's what I think. So, anyways, these were fun to make.
They were very fun. They're so cute.
Yeah, look at them close. And look at the button on the back.
Yeah, if I show you, mine doesn't
Handmade.
have hair on the back, so, but I'll show you.
So the faces are embroidered. The hair is embroidered. These are what she calls plaits. Plates. Okay.
What they call braids.
And we put our little bells.
Yeah.
I sewed the hat on
I'm going to.
because this hair is a labor of love.
Mm.
This is a reverse chain stitch, I believe. And
That's what I was calling it, kind of
It
reverse.
really-
I didn't do it that way.
yeah, it really took a long time. Jane did another version,
I just did a regular lazy daisy stitch.
but I'm really thinking if I was ever to do this again, and I do have to make the boy because Delilah has already claimed the girl, and I have to make Ike a boy. I will make to match like Hermie. But I think if I was to do the hair again on another set, I might use felt
Mm.
and then outline it with this embroidery stitch because this was a lot. That
it was really a lot. I mean,
was really
I
a
haven't
lot.
finished mine, and I've got a callus on my finger from pushing the needle through. So it's not impossible to do. It was, like she's a labor of
love.
for sure.
So
But it really adds. I mean,
yeah,
such a nice
we have
touch.
our first dolls done for the season.
Yeah.
So happy holidays. We're starting our Christmas crafting early, so I'm happy about that.
Get 'em done.
And maybe we will do Fiber Friends again sometime in the future. Bye.